Well, I'm going to do some centre of gravity checking now, and I'm going to use the usual suspects. Let's get all those out of the way because I don't actually need them now. Let's open this up. And what I mean by usual suspects, I'm starting with the Overlander 2900, although I've only got one of these. I'm going to do what I did on the Ranger. I'm putting that right up the nose. Let's see where it takes me. This is weird. Right, so I have to take it off screen, I'm afraid. Okay, that's a good balance. That balances perfectly. This plane and the PA-18 along with the Husky are so similar, it's unbelievable. Then got a Turner G3000. It's a bit heavier, but we'll try it back up against the firewall. It's in the way really there. Let's put it back there. Yep, that's good as well. I'll have to put these on the scales, they must be the same. Yeah, they feel about the same, obviously different shapes, but they both work. Let's jump straight up to the 4500, because I think this will make it nose heavy. Yeah, it's flyable like that. It's slightly nose heavy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go any more than that. So they're all about the same. The 1800s and the 1700s, wingspan wise, they take the same batteries. So the battery choice is exactly the same as the PA-18 and also the Husky. There we are, that's those. I'm going to try my 5000, 5.1. It's really heavy compared to what we've been using. I am curious, so let's see. Yeah, nose heavy. Significantly nose heavy. Which is what we expected really, isn't it? Right. Centre of gravity's all done, so I can take that prop off and start putting the electronics in. I'm going to take the wings off as well, there's no point leaving them on. I'm going to connect up the receiver, and as I said, I'm using an AR620. The AR620 and other receivers, you can link them to your PC, you can then register them with Spectrum, and you can check to see if there's any airware updates in the software. And if there is, you can download it. I will go and do that now. I will also fit this into the Ranger, and then we'll just test it. Well, it's always fun to see what happens at binding. So I've plugged all of the wires coming out of my reflex system into my AR630, and I've stuck the AR630 down onto the board. I popped the wings on just so I can see if the lights come on. I haven't screwed them on or anything. This wing, there's definitely a bit of a gap there with it. But let's see what happens. I have to do some binding first, so let's plug it in. Right, you should see that flashing away. Turn the lights out, make it easier to see. Okay, are we ready? Let's go.
Binding. DSMX 22mm. Telemetry. Bind complete.
Alright. Well, I'll quickly go through the reflex system again with you. You can see the receiver light is on solid, which is excellent. Well, the ailerons need reversing. I'm doing right aileron here, but the left aileron's coming up. Huge surface movements, I'll have to adjust those. So the solid light is stabilisation mode. Then the fast flashing light, so that's AS3X. Slow flashing is off, and that's safe mode. But everything else looks right. I've got right, left aileron, I've got up and down elevator, and I've got right and left rudder exactly as they should be. Let's see what the throttle gives me.
Throttle cut off.
Yep, and I've got throttle.
Throttle cut on.
Yeah, that's working. I've got a nav light at the front. I've got a flashing green nav light on the end of the right wing, which is correct. And then I have a flashing red nav light on the end of my left wing. No lights in the tail. As I said, I don't know if you can see it, there is a landing light in there. Great, I'm quite happy. Just got a bit of fiddling around to do and then I'll come back. I'll balance this, you can see there, I put white tips on. I've put my balancing tape, so each of these blades is pretty much balanced with the other. All that remains for me to do is to put the prop back on. I mean, that's it. That's as far as I can zoom out with this thing. Went together really well. Only thing I'll complain about are the weird R-clips they use to hold the wing struts on to the fuselage. Didn't like those at all. I do have a few little bits and pieces to do. The plastic coverings over the wheel struts, it just clips on and I'm not very happy with that, so I'm going to put a bit of tape, fibre tape when it arrives, just to hold them in place to make sure they don't accidentally pop off. There is a slot up here for an aerial and it's a slide-on thing, so I can just put that on there and slide it on. So when you are flying around, you want to show that, you can. This is all in a big plastic area, so as you pull it forward, you're not digging into foam. So there you are, you have that. Whether I carry that around with me or not, just to stick it on there, I doubt it. 3-position flaps all set up. AS3X working, safe working, all in the right directions. It's extremely hard to show you on video in an enclosed space. I'll do it when we get out to the field. Yeah, easy peasy. Job done. I'm happy. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well. I look forward to you joining me on another video. Cheers.